Whereas Grayson Hawthorne would be like, my grandfather left me this game. But like, no, Grayson, it is Monopoly. He didn't leave you this game. It's not that serious.
You didn't inherit this. I'm so
No.
sorry, but
We are playing Uno. It doesn't mean anything. It's not a sign.
Welcome to the Fangirl Feels podcast, where we give an emotional analysis of all the books, TV shows, and movies that give us all the feels. Today, we're back in your feeds with part 2 of Fictional Boyfriend March Madness. If you're just seeing this now, go watch part 1 so you have context, but then come back to this, and then after you listen to this episode, let us know what you think. We're so curious what you think of the final fictional boyfriend that we end up choosing. We'll probably also have a poll. Go check our poll out in Spotify. You have to use your mobile app to do that. And then we will share the results to see if you all agree with us or if you think we're crazy. So thank you so much for listening. We're going to jump straight into the episode for round 2.
the second round, everyone, is who would be the best partner during a game night?
Ooh,
It's good. This is going to be fun.
it will be fun.
So, first one, we're going to do Loki against Travis Kelce again as himself. Just himself.
We always have to have one of these. Like last year, it was Idris Elba. It was just like Idris Elba as himself.
The man.
Now it's just Travis Kelce, just a man. So this one is, I think at first it was obvious, but when you take that Loki is the god of mischief, I actually think it might be Loki.
I'm very convinced by that argument. Let's do it. I don't know a lot about Travis Kelce, but that alone, you would want him to be on your team. Also.
Yeah, the god of mischief is literally on your side. Like he knows how to play board games. Like he will win. And so I think he's the best partner.
Done.
Yeah,
and he may take a murder mystery game too seriously, and that would be an interesting night. So yeah, let's do it.
I guess like what is the criteria of success here? Like who would be the best part? Like what does best partner mean? Does that mean like the one that wins with us or one that's just like best with our friends?
I think it's that best with our friends, like isn't ruining the night by getting angry and like throwing the board up in the air, you know, like the one who would work well with you, you strategize together, you two are trying to win Monopoly together, you know. I think that would be the criteria that I'm envisioning.
Okay, well then maybe it is Travis Kelce, because I think Loki, like to your point, I think Loki would take it too far. I think he would be really good, but I think we would be playing a game of werewolf and he would literally conjure up probably a werewolf to kill someone, you know. I think he would take it way too seriously. And that's not good for our friends.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun for everyone. And he wouldn't really play well with us, I don't think. No. I think that he would be like, he wants to date himself. So.
Yes, quite literally.
It's Travis Kelce. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that we define the success criteria here. Because I'm like, if it's just winning, I think Loki wins. But if we want to have friends at the end of it, I don't think it's Loki.
He would kill our friends. It would be in another dimension. It would go too far. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Who would be the best partner during a game night? Gregory Eddy from Abbott Elementary or Felix from Saltburn / Jacob Elordi? There is literally an episode where they play a board game in Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
And Gregory, they weren't like playing as partners, but he was engaged because he wants to date Janine. So,
and he's like one of those boys that I imagine is like playing board games a lot. Like it fits his vibe. I think it would be him.
Like he's at the conventions. Yeah.
He would know how to play and he would be like pretty good about it. Again, we don't want him to be too serious, but I think he would be good.
Yeah. And Felix, Jacob Elordi from Saltburn, he's just like a rich guy who's always, I feel like people win just to get in his good favor. They would fudge up the game. So let's choose Gregory Eddy.
Good for Gregory Eddy this time. Good for him. He's doing well.
Again, he's like truly an honorable mention that would win regardless. But yeah,
he's a cutie.
He's making it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a genuinely good guy. Like he's a good guy.
All right. Who would be the best partner during a game night? Liam from Fourth Wing or Reggae Jean Page? I think I'm mispronouncing. Sorry, everyone. I think I said Reggae before. I think it's Reggae. So Reggae Jean Page. Who would be the best partner during game night?
I don't get the sense that the Duke is playing games.
No.
I think like they do play games in the Regency era, but I don't think he would be like he's more reserved in this sense. I think it's Liam. Liam would be like a great partner. He'd be fun. He would be funny with our friends. He would be good.
I think so too. Did Reggae get involved? The Duke. I'm just using the person's name. Did the Duke get involved with gambling? I can't remember. If that's the case, yeah, he's like it's not a team play. He's doing it selfishly. I can't remember if that was the character who did that. But yeah, I do think it's Liam. Liam's trying to have fun with us. He wouldn't necessarily try and like win. He'd just want to get to know us for sure.
Agreed. Yeah, he would be a good partner. Like we would have a genuinely fun time together. Versus, yeah, I think the Duke doesn't know how to do that. And I think, yeah, he might just be gambling. I don't remember if he was the one gambling, but men in that time gambled all the time. So
yeah, men in that time, all of them. So
all of them scoundrels. Scoundrels. It's so funny.
All right. This is a fun pairing. So who would win? Who would be the best partner during a game night? Jeremy Allen White from The Bear, Carmy, or Kendall Roy from Succession?
It's funny.
Okay. In my mind, this is funny. You haven't seen either of these. I'm so sorry.
No, I haven't. It's okay.
Hopefully you know about like online, their persona that you've like heard about.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. Kendall from Succession will get way too competitive and try and win. He'd be that guy who's like acting like he's a good time, but then suddenly he like lost a house in Monopoly and he like is like pissed and has to get up and have to go get a drink. Versus Jeremy Allen White, he's reserved and he's honestly too stressed out by the game. And so he's just kind of letting us lead, but he's supporting us.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been Jeremy Allen White's character. I just feel like that makes sense. I can't imagine a billionaire or millionaire would be a good game night partner. I don't know. He doesn't seem down to earth enough.
No, he'd be doing drugs for sure.
Oh, that the moment there are like things beyond weed in my vicinity, I'm out. Like, no.
And that's all he's just got. Like, it's just a house is just packed with drugs and like. But he'd host a fun party in terms of like it'd be in a cool location. There'd be like drinks and like if you wanted to like not play the board game, you could do other things. So, but anyways,
for a good party.
A good party, yeah, just not game night. Yeah,
we don't want
Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah,
that's partner.
Got it. We got it.
All right, who would be the best partner during a game night? Ken, Ryan Gosling, or the Darkling Ben Barnes?
I think this is a similar thing to Loki, in that the Darkling would take it way too seriously and would murder our loved ones. And I think Ken may not know how to play, but he would be charming enough to try. And
he'd want to entertain Barbie, who is us. Yeah, he would be, and we're playing Uno. It's really easy, and he's like, I just can't get it, but it's like it's cute.
But he'd be like, but you look beautiful in everything that you're doing, and I think that's a good partner. I think he'd be great.
Great partner. Let's choose him. Yeah.
Poor Ken. He's just Ken.
He's just Ken.
Yeah. Speaking of Ken.
All right, who would be the best game night partner? Ken again, Simu Liu, or Grayson Hawthorne? Ooh, this is tough, actually. This is actually tough because the whole Inheritance Games books is a game. It's a game.
But it's too serious of a game. It's too serious. It's like, it's lives are at stake.
Literally death is involved.
Yes. Whereas I think Ken, again, Simu Liu's Ken, it would be a similar thing. I think he would be like, I don't know what's going on, but you look amazing, Barbie. Whereas Grayson Hawthorne would be like, my grandfather left me this game. But like, no, Grayson, it is Monopoly. He didn't leave you this game. It's not that serious.
He didn't inherit this. I'm so sorry, but
we are playing Uno. It doesn't mean anything. It's not a sign. But then there would be like invisible ink on the back of the Uno card, and suddenly we'd be like flying off to Spain to like uncover a box.
Every time there's a plane outside. Every time. Why?
Yeah, and you'd be like, God damn it, Grayson. Just one time I wanted something.
Not again, not every Thursday. God damn it.
Not every time does there have to be some mystery we need to solve. You just like leave your friends, or the friends could come with you, which maybe that would be fun.
So again, a good time. It'd be like, yeah, we'd have a good time with either Kendall or Grace in terms of a good party. But yeah, in terms of a partner in a game, let's do Ken again.
I think it's
Simi
Ken.
you.
Ken. The Kens are they're just gonna be a good time.
Yeah. So who would be a good partner to game night? Timothy Chalamet, Wonka, or Kai from the Lunar Chronicles? Oh goodness. Okay. This one's hard because Timothy Chalamet from Wonka is like a really good guy. Like he's really helpful to everyone in his little community. They all dance and sing together. So it's like everything's like a fun little game. And he literally built like the Wonka factory, which is like filled with like fun, you know? And then Kai, like, he's a cool, rich guy who would have fun. But yeah, who would be the best partner in a game? That's tough.
I think it might be Wonka.
I think
Like
it's
he would
Wonka.
be, yeah, he would be fun, and he would raise the stakes, but like in a fun way,
Yeah.
not in a you've gone too far. It would be really enjoyable, I think.
I think so. And he'd support us and root for us. And like Kai would be great too, but just like it would be more fun, I think, with Wonka.
Agreed. And chocolate would be involved, and what's not to like about that?
What's not to like?
Yeah, it's Wonka. Way to go, Timothy Chalamet.
Alrighty. So last one from this category, Nick Miller from New Girl or Zayden Ryerson, who would be the best partner during a game night?
This is really funny.
Nick wouldn't know what's going on again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say this. I was like, he'd be so funny, but not in the way that we need. He would be like, I don't get what's going on. This game is rigged, and would like get up and leave and be like, Nick, it's Uno. It's not rigged.
Yeah.
Go back.
What are you doing? It's Mancala. Come on. It's so easy.
It's so
And he's
easy.
like, I don't know math.
I don't get math. Yeah, I think Zayden. I don't think Zayden would be the best partner in general, but compared to Nick, he'd at least know how to play.
Yeah. He'd understand the rules.
Yeah. And would be charming enough to our friends. Versus Nick would would leave.
Let's do it. Zayden Ryerson. Boo boo boo.
That's funny. Wow. Okay, round 2 is done.
Round 3. Can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
Wow. Triumphant men that we're about to talk about now. All right. Round 3. Who would plan the best birthday for us? And the criteria for this is just like they paid attention throughout the year. So like if you're paying attention to this video, this podcast, this episode, we started with them dancing at first. That's how we kind of met them. And then we were playing a board game. We introduced them to our friends, right? It's a couple months into our relationship. And now a year later, it's our birthday. And so we're trying to see if they paid attention over the past year, empathized with us, and understood what kind of birthday party we wanted to have. And so that is the prompt. And so up first, we have Travis Kelce, again, as himself, or Gregory Eddy from Abbott Elementary.
I actually think this is no shade to Travis Kelce. I don't know the man. I was going to say, I don't know if he would pay attention that much, but he did pay attention enough to Taylor Swift in that he made friendship bracelets to get her number. So already the bar is so low with men that's already such a step up. That is quite amazing. But I do think that Gregory Eddy can meet that as well. So I think they would throw very different kinds of parties. My fear with Travis is that he would throw a party that he thinks, I mean, I think he would know enough, but I think he would also throw a bigger party than maybe we would want or do something that we would want. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, it's really tough because like we have examples of like how he's come out and supported Taylor, you know, and like when they went on that date with like the Corvette with the hood over, not on, what am I saying? The Corvette.
Yeah.
We went to like a restaurant and it was like very Taylor centered, but also Gregory Eddy, we have like proof when he was dating that girl who wasn't Janine, and he like bought her like a Legos or a board game that was like meant for Janine. Like that was a very like specific thing.
Yeah.
You know? So he like paid attention to her interests. So I agree. I think it's Gregory Eddy. We have more maybe proof that he would probably plan a birthday that's specific to us. It may not be as over the top because he's not as rich as Travis Kelce, but I do think it's like more honed in on who we are as his girlfriend.
Yeah. I agree. I don't know what Travis Kelce's doing with, what they're doing in their private lives, but they have a big life. Like, he's got a big life. It's large. And so I think Gregory would be better at focusing in. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who would plan the best birthday for us? Liam from Fourth Wing or Jeremy Allen White, Carmi from The Bear? Okay. This is too easy.
So, yeah, it is too easy. But I will say, at least for me, a man that can cook that's already like, you're already pretty high up there. But so I don't know, actually. I don't know.
That is true. Okay. So in the show, Carmi is so depressed and he barely like makes enough food for himself. And so I just wonder, like, he ends up not pursuing a relationship because of his depression. And so, but I wonder, Liam, we barely got to know him, is the issue. Is that, like, I wonder what he would do. I feel like he would be like
He was a good friend to
empathetic. He was a good
Violet.
friend. Yeah, he cared. But I
Yeah.
agree, the food though, that is like, he
The
would
food's
pay attention and maybe make you your favorite dish.
Yeah,
So
he would. He totally would.
so maybe it's Jeremy Allen White, just because we know his skill sets
I mean, food is really all I need
in life. Yeah,
in
let's
life.
do it. All right,
I mean,
Carmi.
arguably. Okay, let's do it. That was a twist. That was a twist.
Where's-
Not that
I
I think Liam
know.
would do a great job, but Liam, yeah, I just think like food is already the base level, like, and he met it. So
Yeah, and Liam's dead. So
oh God, he's a fictional character. But yes, he is.
we're just talking to his ghost at this
Yeah,
point.
we're
It was
just talking
Violet.
to It's true. At least Jeremy Allen White's character is alive. It's true.
Yeah. All right. Who would plan the best birthday for us? Ken Ryan Gosling from Barbie or Ken Simu Liu from Barbie? Who would win?
It's a battle of the Kens here.
This is the movie. This is the plot of the
This
movie.
is the plot of the movie. I don't know. I think these men would not care a single lick about what we want. They just want to go over the top, both of them, and compete against each other. Who wins the dance off? Ryan Gosling's Ken or Simu Liu's Ken?
I want to say it's Ryan Gosling. I can't remember. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just remember them dancing and like having a great time, but I can't remember who wins. But yeah, I'm wondering also like who paid attention the most to Barbie throughout, like who remembered stuff. I want to say it was Simu Liu's Ken. Remember, like in the beginning, like scenes, he was talking to her more, and like the other Ken got jealous.
Yeah, he
And
does.
he can do backflips. So
He can. I know that Ryan Gosling's Ken, yeah, does get jealous of Simu Liu's Ken. And I actually think that Ryan Gosling's Ken like hurts his foot during the dance off. But Ryan Gosling's Ken really loves Margot Robbie's Ken. At least he thinks he does. But I think, yeah, it probably is Simu Liu.
this is so hard because they're the
Yeah.
same. They're so similar. They're like the same like person.
They're just Ken.
They're just Ken. Okay, wait, when everything goes like awry and the Kens take over, they both kind of stopped caring about Barbie, right?
Yeah, it becomes Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of horses. But Ryan Gosling's Ken's all doing it to get Barbie's attention.
Yeah,
know,
that's what I was
it's
gonna
like-
say. It was all for Barbie at the end
Yeah.
of it, even though
He's
it's
just
messed up.
hurt. Yeah, he's just hurt because he wants to be Barbie's number one.
And so maybe he's our number one
Yeah,
for this round.
yeah. I
Let's
think
do
he
it.
would really try.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do Ken, Ryan Gosling.
Let's do Ken. When it's Ken versus Ken, let's do Ken.
Let's do Ken.
Way to go, Ryan Gosling's Ken. I'm just Ken. Anywhere else, I'd be a 10.
All right, last one for this round. Who would plan the best birthday for us? Timothy Chalamet's Wonka or Zayden Ryerson?
Oh,
Oh my God. Okay. We have to break this down. This is okay, here we go. Play by play. Here we go. Let me get my whiteboard. Listen,
Yes.
literally, Wonka has the best place to hold a birthday. And if there's chocolate involved and literally a chocolate fountain that we can swim under, I want to do that. I don't know what
Yeah.
Zayden can provide me in like wartime that I would appreciate. I think he would be very caring and care about me. But I don't know, in terms of planning a birthday, I'd have to go with Wonka.
I think it's an easy Wonka. Yeah, like chocolate again. Going off the food thing, there's so much chocolate, an easy way to my heart. He really does not have to do much. We just have to go to his chocolate factory, and it would be the best birthday ever.
Yeah.
It's Wonka.
And on top of that, he would be caring and care about us, like, and remember like little things we said from months ago that we wanted to be there.
He would. Whereas Xaden, yeah, Xaden's cold.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not Violet. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
So-
Wonka.
Wow. Amazing.
Amazing.
So
Bye,
much fun.
Xaden.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Da-da-da-da-da.
Our second to last round.
Second to last round before the finale of Fictional
finals.
Boyfriend March Madness. The prompt for this round is, who would be the best listener when you need to talk about your day or problem? So we've been dating for more than a year. We've had a great birthday party, and now they know a lot about us. They're empathizing with us. And who would be the best listener if like we've just had a bad day and we need that support? So first up, we have Gregory Eddy from Abbott Elementary and Carmi / Jeremy Allen White from The Bear. This is very easy.
I think this one's easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Jeremy Allen White,
Gregory.
again, should be in therapy himself. He needs the support. We would be
Yeah.
supporting him. So it would be Gregory Eddy,
Without question.
hands down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not. Jeremy Allen White's character can cook, but he ain't listening to our problems.
No, yeah, he's like, I'm actually going to tune you out while I cook so I can focus on this, but I love you.
Yes. But thanks. Yeah. Thanks for that. Basically.
We boast of best
Yeah.
of both worlds, to be honest. Okay.
It's true.
All right. Who would be the best listener when you need to talk about your day or your problems? We have Ken, Ryan Gosling from Barbie, or Wonka, Timothy Chalamet.
I think this one's easy too. I think it's
Ken
Wonka.
isn't emotionally intelligent enough to be able to
No.
do it. Yeah.
He
So
would
it
just be
ha-
looking at us and be like, "You have nice eyes." Be like, "I'm telling you about the terrible day I had at work." And he'd be like, "But have you seen this new dance move?" And just like break out into dance.
watch me do it. Yeah.
Watch me do it. Yeah. You'd be like, "Okay, thank you, Ken. Thanks so much."
Thanks so much. That was cool though.
That was cool. That did make me smile, but this is not helpful.
So, and I did not see this coming. Our last two are
I didn't
Gregory Eddy from Abbott Elementary and Wonka Timothy Chalamet. I randomly put him in there. I was like, should I put him in here? No, I
And here
did.
he is.
So funny.
It's the finals. He's in the finale.
So we've made it to the last round. We have Gregory Eddy from Abbott Elementary and Wonka Timothy Chalamet. And the last trial, the final boss, if you will, who would your family / grandparents most approve of?
This is actually tough. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's funny because I'm curious in your culture too. So like my grandparents, I barely knew them. They always lived in India. I would have never introduced them unless we're literally getting married. So it's like that's the stakes in
Yes.
my culture. How about you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like either we're getting married or we're like very close to getting engaged. Yeah, it's like we're serious enough that I feel like it's time to introduce them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go with that. Like our culture, like our parents is different. Like they meet our parents probably earlier, but definitely like
Yeah, but
grandparents. and
grandparents,
extended-
yeah, we're
that's
engaged.
we're like
Yeah.
in taking them as a date to a wedding. So yeah,
Yes.
it's like very serious. So
Yes.
yes, who would your family / grandparents approve of between Gregory Eddy or Timothy Chalamet's Wonka?
So I have my initial thoughts. Gregory Eddy is a more respectable looking man than Timothy Chalamet's Wonka. He's a little bit quirky. However, Wonka, this is fictional. Wonka probably has more money.
I love where your brain goes with these. It's the best.
I'm just being serious. Like he's a businessman.
He's a business tycoon. Like
Yes. And I think that they could get over the eccentricness for the money. Not that being a teacher is not an incredibly respectable position. It is.
I hear you.
But
It doesn't pay well.
it doesn't pay as well as a business tycoon. But I do think Gregory Eddy is easier on the eyes at first glance.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. My first gut reaction was Gregory Eddy because all those factors, more handsome, would be very polite to our grandparents, would be bringing gifts, because he knows like bringing gifts, I think in both of our cultures is very important. Bringing like chocolates, fruit, etc. Wonka, he might be busy. He might be busy and like his business is growing, although he would be very rich and wealthy, which is impressive to our family.
That's the issue, right? It's like at the end of the day, they would glance over every flaw for the money.
Yeah.
So bad.
It is, but he would be a good guy too, based off everything we've talked about. He would probably be nice. He'd probably
he
be
would totally
a
be nice.
gentleman. He'd probably bring the whole family to the factory. We're having a
Yes.
good time. Grandma's underneath the chocolate fountain. It's a good time.
Yeah. Like, no, I think that's the thing. It's like he's a great guy. We already know that. So it's like he just has the money to add to it. And I think like even if he couldn't make it to a family event, he would find a way. He would like take a private jet or something and then end up there with then like 2 pounds of chocolate as like a sorry for being late.
Yeah, that's true. His entire suitcase. Here you go.
Yeah, and like he would do something like elaborate. But Gregory Eddie is a totally normal human and is like more like it's just like Wonka's so insane, and Gregory Eddie is like actually a man I would introduce to my family versus Wonka's a dream man.
Yeah, like we would be like, do I keep dating this man? Early on, it would be like, this is a little crazy. We're eating so much chocolate.
I'm just gaining
chocolate
50
everywhere.
pounds. So much chocolate. I gotta exercise more. But it would be a great life.
It would be so much
wife.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Wonka. Yes.
Mrs. Wonka.
Of course, it's not Gene Wilder's, because that one would be, he's creepy. A little insane. Yeah, a little creepy, which I love. I want to see a horror film with tangent, but Carmy, Jeremy Allen White playing Gene Wilder's crazy. Yeah, that origin story. I want to see it. But this one, he's very sweet. So literally,
I think Chalamet's not bad on the eyes. Like he's a cute kid. It's funny because he's not that much younger than me. He's like what, 27? Like how old is he? But I just see him as very young. But I know he's in his 20s. How old is he?
Must be late 20s. 20.
Yeah, he's probably like 26. So like he's still within like our age range. Like I could date him. Oh, he's 28. Oh yeah.
Okay, dateable. Yeah,
he's totally dateable.
And so
this is really hard.
It's so hard. I feel so bad.
I know.
We choose both. Just kidding. But unexpected win. I think it is Wonka.
I think it's Wonka too. It's such an unexpected win. When you added Wonka, it's so funny.
Last minute addition added this morning. Wonka, Timothée Chalamet. The movie was just okay. They didn't need an origin story for him at all. But he ended up winning. Insane.
That's so funny. He won. Like last year we had Aragorn, and then this year it's Wonka.
People are gonna be like, "What's wrong with you guys? What happened?" Okay.
I mean, I'll take it. If this was Dune Timothée Chalamet, I think he would have gotten out very early on.
I purposely did not choose that version.
Yeah, because he's not great. But I think Wonka, he's a cutie patootie. Like there's nothing to dislike about him.
Yeah. I'm actually not super physically attracted to Timothée Chalamet in general, but like all the things combined would be a fun time.
Yeah. I think Timothée Chalamet is like, I think he looks young. That's why I was like, is he like of age? He is. He's 28. Yeah, his face is very young. But no, I think he's cute. Like, I think he's a cutie. He's like I get it. I get the Timothée.
I do see. Yeah, he's just not my type. To each their own. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I get that for sure.
Yeah, I get the hype. I get the hype for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah,
he
won. So that comes to the questions that we have post game review. What do we think? We didn't see this coming. None of us saw this coming.
No, not at all. Very unexpected.
Who were we rooting for early on? I'm gonna say there were a couple that we wanted to get through that didn't make it past. Like, okay, every year we're so sorry to Jamie Fraser.
Yeah,
so sorry.
He was my MVP because he made it pretty far last year. He just keeps getting in these bad matchups. Like, yeah, this one he got out for round 1. Like, poor Jamie. Yeah.
Poor Jamie.
Because he's the perfect man. Like, he is a man.
A man. Oh, yes. That actor needs to be in more things. And he would be a perfect Tamlin.
He would be, but it sucks that he's a Tamlin. But he's good. Yeah, he could be. I mean, he would be a good Tamlin. Yeah, I would say he was probably my MVP. I mean, I don't like Xaden isn't my like book boyfriend. Like he's not very high on my list of book boyfriends, but I was excited for him to be here. But he's not my favorite book boyfriend. I thought he would do better, but he made it to round 3. Yeah, he made it to round 3.
Yeah, he made it pretty far. Oh, but he was against
Wonka.
Wonka.
Yeah. I just think Xaden is a very typical book boyfriend. I don't really know. He doesn't have any like majorly distinct characteristics. Like he could be Rysand, like
Yeah,
if
I was
he's
gonna say he's just like 2.0 Rysand. And then also when we were trying to like decide between, what he would do, either Rysand, like we don't know enough about them. They just like
Yeah.
are rich, handsome guys.
and they're like
Who are, like,
broody.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah, who
brooding.
are perfect. I can't imagine there's no humor. Yeah, there's no like life to them. They're just kind of like always going to be perfect and like are almost too obsessed with their girlfriends to
Yeah.
the point. Also like an Edward type thing where you're like, is all you're doing just thinking about your girlfriends?
Right.
We should probably work on that.
Maybe problematic.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. And it's like at least Farrah's painting. What are you doing when she's painting?
Yeah, she may not be good at it, but at least she is painting.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I've also said always like about Zuko, just like our original like boyfriend from years
Yeah.
ago. Like he didn't make it through past round 1. It's always
But
sad.
it's fair. I didn't expect him to get very far. I do love him, but yeah, I didn't expect him to get very far. The kid's socially awkward.
Yeah. Oh, and Dave Patel, right away we took him out, and I just want him to win. I want to have an arranged marriage with this man. So
You got to get your parents to work on that or something. I don't know.
someone, I'm
As a
sure we know
32-year-old
others.
woman.
I know. Yeah. Can you please?
Set up an arranged marriage.
But yeah, I know. I'm sure we're connected in some way through the Brown connection. Like the 7 degrees of separation is like real within the Brown community. We just all know each
Yeah.
other, and it's bizarre.
I mean, same in the Egyptian community. Like, I'm 7 degrees removed from like Mina Masood. Like, yeah, these things. It's just how if it's in Rami Malek, same. Like, if they're especially a Coptic Egyptian, oh yeah, 7 degrees.
Narrows
removed.
it down even more. Yeah,
easily.
insane.
That's so funny. That's really funny.
But yeah, that's our show.
Well, thank you guys for listening to the 2nd annual Fictional Boyfriend March Madness. We hope you enjoyed it. We like this episode a lot, and it's fun to do, and we thought it would be a good start to season 2 of the Fangirl Feels podcast. We said we took that break in March just to kind of recoup, get sick as I do. But we're back. We will be back regularly in your feed. I think after this, we're still trying to plan season 2. But we're not gone. Do not fret. We are just regrouping a little bit, but we're not going anywhere. You can find us. Yes, you're still here. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Fangirl Feels Pod. Leave us a voice note. We haven't mentioned that in a while, but you still can on the Spotify for Podcasters app. There's a link below in the doobly-doo, whatever it's called. And we'll be back in your feed soon. Is there anything else to add, Tanya?
I think that's it. We're excited for season 2 of Fangirl
Season
Feels.
2. Thanks for sticking around and listening to us. We actually have listeners, which is amazing. And we're just hoping to be a little bit more consistent about what we put out so that you guys know what to expect and also that we know what to expect.
Some days we plan it the day of.
Exactly. So we're trying
to
find a little bit more predictability, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
But until then, bye.